Wealth Wizards is the UK's first online financial advisor, and we were founded in 2009 specifically to take on the challenge of automating regulated financial planning advice. We're a technology company, and we build apps that help people sort out their finances. And I guess the best way to think of us is like an advisor in your pocket. And our mission is to make financial advice accessible and affordable for everybody. We're different from other robo-advisors for three key reasons. Firstly, we focus principally on pensions and retirement, and that's a market of at least 10 million UK consumers in the UK alone, and indeed over 8 million UK consumers do not currently save enough for their retirement. And this is a major issue for big employers whose employees are not going to be able to afford to retire, and it's a major issue for society. The second big difference is that we are building a software as a service platform, and in that sense we're focusing on building something for everyday working people, and in that sense we're not a wealth manager. And the third difference is that we are delivering genuine regulated financial planning advice, and we combine the algorithmic advice with an element of the human so that every single user of our platform gets a personal recommendation approved by a chartered financial planner. We've got several products, including Pension Wizard, Retirement Wizard, Investment Wizard, and what we want to show you today is our Pension Wizard, and in this iteration it's specifically in the workplace, so being delivered in the workplace to an employer.
So let's have a look at a demo. This is our Pension Wizard, which is a tool designed to give people a feel for how much money they're going to need in retirement and help them to come up with a plan of how to meet that need. It's usually made available to people as an employee benefit, free through their employer. And it's done in two phases. So first there's a fact find where we gather some facts, and then there's an advice presentation. So I've logged in here as Jeff, and I'm just going to go through the tool as though I was him. You can see that we've sourced some of the data about Jeff from his employer's HR and payroll systems. And the information that we don't have about him, so what his regular living costs are, let's say that's $1,700, I'm going to ask Jeff to fill in what the value of his pension is, whether he's got any other pension pots elsewhere. And then finally we ask, how much money does he think he'll need to live on in retirement?
And this is where we want to highlight a key feature. We've crunched a load of data from the Office of National Statistics and looked at what people actually spend in retirement versus what they were earning before they retired. And we use this to give each individual a sighting shot as to what we think would be a sensible target for them to take on.
So let's take that advice and go for £18,000. This then is a recap of the things that Jeff is doing at the moment. How close is that going to get him to his goal? So his state pension is going to get him some of the way there, and then his existing pension pots and his contributions are going to get him further towards that goal. But this still leaves him with a gap of 6.3k per year. But good news, we can tell from the integration with his employer's systems that they've got employee matching rules of 4%. So if he was to take advantage of that, let's say he goes ahead and does that, then for an extra £40 a month from him, that results in another £150 a month going into his pension. And that's because he's able to take advantage of the employee matching rules and the tax efficiencies available. In this playground area, he can then play around with a few different things to see if he can get closer to his goal. The tool won't let him contribute more than he can afford based on what we've learned about him. But then that gets him 89% of the way there.
And this gives me an opportunity to highlight the second key feature here, which is that you'll notice we present everything in terms of income in retirement. We don't disclose or show up the actual lump sums that the person's saved or what they need to target to save. We quote everything in terms of the income in retirement.
So let's say we go ahead and accept that. So just to recap, he's been through the tool. He's still got a shortfall. Pension Wizard will then explain what he needs to do to meet up that shortfall. He's got another 20 or 30 years to hit that. So it recommends some things that he can do. And at the end of that, he's presented with the advice.
Great. So what the final part that which we just managed to log out, so I can't show you, is that effectively the presentation then is given of the final piece of advice, and it always is presented and recommended by an individual financial advisor that you see on the screen. So let me just summarize the key benefits for an employer then. First key benefit is that employers get a tool where their employees really get engaged with their pension and getting a plan for a comfortable retirement. The second is that they get genuine, independent financial advice delivered in the workplace. And third is some real-time feedback on the financial well-being of the workforce in terms of those that have debt issues, those that maybe are or are not on track for an affordable retirement.
So Pension Wizard has been built on top of our smart platform, which is a set of reusable microservices. And we've wired these together to make Pension Wizard, Retirement Wizard, and Investment Wizard, which are available off the shelf for you to use now. But they can also be rewired together to make new propositions to deliver your advice according to your house view in a way that's integrated with your products and is all presented in your brand.
Great. So in summary, Wealth Wizards is the company building the advisor in your pocket. Pension Wizard is an app that helps you build a plan for a comfortable retirement. And all of this is available either directly to an employer or to larger financial services brands as a white label solution on our smart platform. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.